Okay, good morning everybody. I want to make a quick video from Land Run and kind of do a recap. And when I first did the first take, I was going to break it down into the training for it, the nutrition for it, and then the actual race. Those are usually the questions and the story that people want to hear about. The video is way too long. I got busy with work, and so now it's Friday, and I decided I'll make 3 different videos. The first one's going to be nutrition. We're going to try and keep this 5 minutes or less. I got my Gravel Worlds coffee going, so I'm looking forward to that event. If you didn't hear, I crashed out of Land Run. So this at mile 75, there was 5 of us left in the lead group. And so I don't live in a what coulda, shoulda, woulda been world, but I felt good enough to make it to the end. So I think what I ate would propel you through a 5-hour gravel race. So I just wanted to hit on a couple things. So before the race, the place I was staying at got changed up kind of last minute, and I didn't know the people really very well that I was going to stay with. So you don't want to bust in someone's house and like have to cook, and you got all these I didn't know what pots and pans I'd be dealing with. And this happens at road races sometimes. You just don't have a kitchen, so you have to be able to eat food for a race. That you can just go to the store. It's easy. You need like a bowl and a spoon or a fork, basic stuff. So by now you probably know I'm a huge high carb guy. I carb load. Carb loading is 8 to 12 grams of carbs per 1 kilogram of body weight. Definitely the day before, even 2 days before. It's a lot. Yes, you will go over your daily caloric expenditure, but it's shown that being topped off in carbs is more beneficial than gaining a little bit of body weight. Your body weight's going to fluctuate anyways with water retention and just other things that the body are doing. If you're standing on a scale the night before a bike race, you're doing it wrong. Unless you're in Europe and you've got a 2-hour climb ahead of you, kilograms are very overrated. There's actually been some athletes now looking to get more raw watts and put on some weight because we're in the cycling culture and obsessed with being super skinny. So I went to Sprouts and I'm thinking carbs and I'm thinking easy to eat. So the thing that Patrick and I crush is cereal. Eating for a bike race is different than eating healthy. I would never prescribe this to somebody trying to be healthy. This is just the one that I had here at the house. Chris likes these. I don't usually eat these normally unless there's a long ride. So 22 grams of carbs and 3/4 of a cup. I'd more go for something more sugary, like Raisin Bran. A lot of carbs. Get the almond milk that's sweetened, more carbs. Man, I hit some Texas toast. This brand is not as good. I like the Lewis's. No, it's not a sponsor. Jack, you guys give me crap. Put a couple slices of this in the toaster oven. That's another 40 carbs. I had a thing of jam, really good. I didn't use this a lot, as you can see, only down there. Honey, straight carbs. I bought a pre-made salad mix just to get some greens in there. It was a big bag, kind of help push everything out so that in the morning you're ready to go and get it out. I also had some almond butter, just as some protein. You don't really need a ton of protein the night before a race. I bought a bag of coffee. Shout out to Ryan Curry and his roommates. They had some bougie coffee. They are like ballin' college kids. And there's a surprise in the mail for you guys, I think arriving today. Most importantly, going to the race, 60 to 90 grams of carbs can be absorbed by your body per hour. Now, your first bottle, you want to be water because it sets your sweat rate and you don't smash your body with electrolytes yet. There's studies out there that show you want to go through some before you're trying to replenish them. So my first bottle is water. I try and drink a 20-ounce bottle every hour. Beta Fuel. This has 80 grams of carbs. You can only hit the 90-gram number if there's a fructose component in the mixture or whatever you're eating. So if you're going straight Science and Sport gels, you would only be able to get 60 grams of carbs because the main carb is just maltodextrin in these, which is why their drink mix has fructose in it. okay? So the takeaway is you can absorb 60 to 90 grams of carbs per hour, but you can only hit that 90 limit. Otherwise it's 60, you can only hit that 90 limit if there's fructose. This is incredible for a gravel race. This is 1 hour right here, okay? You only have to eat one gel and you're drinking a bottle. It's the way to go. One other thing before the race that I use is straight maltodextrin in a bottle. 2 scoops, I think it's about 80 grams. Message me if you want the exact dosing. It's a great way to stay topped off. I stop eating solids at least 2 hours before I get on the bike. Since the race started at 8, we left at 7:30. I tried to be done by 5:30. Normally, if it's a later race, I would give 3 hours, and I just drink maltodextrin. So that's about 5 minutes. And then recovery, I use the SIS recovery, the isolate. It's better than just the regular whey. Spend a couple extra bucks. Do you want the cheap protein? I don't know. I don't. But hey, if you're on a budget, I feel you. There's a ton of stuff to buy for cycling. But yeah, Science and Sport. I show this. They are my sponsor because I beg them to sponsor me because their stuff is the best. Isotonic, get with it. Hit me up with questions. This is the nutrition for Land Run 100. Next year, I'm going to hit all 100, and we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching.